Hey everybody, welcome back to Experience Beauty. Today's topic is going to be everything about hair extensions. So if you have ever been interested in getting hair extensions, then this video is for you. I'm going to let Bria go into all of the details since she is our extension specialist, so take it away.
Okay, so our favorite segment that we like to do so far is things your stylist wants you to know. Today we're going to kind of combine our topic of the day with what we want you to know. So hair extensions. Extensions are for obviously somebody that wants long hair. Extensions are for somebody who wants thicker hair. Extensions are for someone who has thinning hair even on top now. There's new methods for that. Extensions are for someone who wants to add highlights to their hair, but they don't want to chemically process their hair. Extensions are for someone who wants to grow out their gray. There's a method for that as well. And extensions are for someone who has alopecia and has bald spots on their head. There's a method for that I'm going to go over as well. First, I want to talk about the different types of extensions and what the difference is in the material, I guess, the hair that you're getting in extensions. So a lot of people are like, I'm just going to get some on Amazon. Okay, beware of that. Sometimes you can get extensions on Amazon that are okay, I suppose. But a lot of times those extensions are synthetic, which means they can't be colored, they can't be curled. They're just really hard to hit, basically plastic in the shape of hair. There's another kind that you can get that is mixed, synthetic with real hair, with Remy hair. Those say they can be curled. I can tell you,
there is a huge difference.
A wig one time we got just for practicing things on, and it said it can be curled up to 300 degrees. That thing did not curl. So beware of those types of things. If you are buying extensions for yourself, you want to make sure you get 100% Remy hair or 100% virgin hair, which is more expensive. But any extensions you put in your hair should be Remy hair at least, which is real human hair, or virgin hair. So now I'm going to go through the different types of extensions that we do here at the studio. I have all of them, I think, but one. They're supposed to be coming in soon and they're not here yet. So the first one I'm going to talk about, and a lot of people get these and have seen these. These are tape-in extensions. And they're just little pieces of tape on the back. We put them in your hair. They're like an older kind. They've been around for a long time. Now
they are comfy.
They are very comfortable. They're very versatile on pulling your hair up and things like that. Now they have the tape-ins where you can have the hair on the outside. So it allows us to go up higher. So normally extensions kind of had to stop right about, not too far above your ear, because once your hair shifts, you would see them. But these have hair on the outside, so they allow us to go up a little further. The next type of extension is a K-tip. There's different kinds of these. They call them different names, but this is a K-tip. That's what I use. And these are bonds on the end. It's like a little hard piece of plastic. I cut them down and put them in your hair with heat, and it bonds to your hair. And then the next type is, these are wefts. There's different types of wefts. There's hand-tied wefts. There's machine wefts. These are called Genius wefts. I like these. They're more versatile for my installations, and they're nice and thin.
Yeah, they're like the hybrid between a machine weft and
these are great. Weft. These are my favorites. So, and then the next type, I grabbed, this is like a clip-in weft. These have little tiny clips on them. So these you can put in yourself at home. And they just have the little snaps. So you just stick them in your hair and snap them in. And they can be taken out and hung back up in the closet when you're finished. So they're great. There's not a lot of commitment with those. You just put them in when you're going out and you want long hair. This type of hair, this is a topper. We carry them here as well. These also have the little clips on them. These are great for someone who has thinning hair on top. And they're also great like I said before, if you're trying to grow out your gray, at home, I don't care what my hair looks like. But when I'm going out, if I was trying to grow out my gray, which I don't know if I'll ever do that, but if I ever try to do that, I would definitely get one of these, because when you go out, you can just kind of, this is going to look crazy because it doesn't match my hair, but you just snap them in and it covers your whole root system up top, which helps disguise the gray. And then the last one, we also we also have a similar one of these I totally forgot about because it's not here, and that's the I-tip. These are similar, but instead of a heated bond, it's put in with the bead. Same difference. And then the last one, we're starting to get different types of these, and these are clip-in ponytails. So like if you have a little puny ponytail and you want a big ponytail, we're going to start having a different variety of these, but they just clip in your hair. You can have a big old luscious ponytail. So Steph's gonna go over some maintenance now. She wears extensions way more than I do. So she knows the ins and outs of taking care of them, what products to use, what products to stay away from. That's also very important.
Yeah.
So she.
As someone who wears extensions regularly, I actually have tried, I think, every single type that we offer.
Yeah, she's my test.
I am.
Head.
I have lots of thoughts and tips and tricks that you. So it is a lot more hair than what you're used to on the regular. So I actually have to plan my blow dry and my styling around my hair and when I'm going to have time to do it, and my schedule and what events I have going on. With extensions, I am able to wash my hair a little bit less than when I don't have extensions, because the extensions actually soak up the natural oils that my hair is creating. So I get roughly about 5 days in between a wash. So I typically try to do my maintenance, like my routine for my hair, every 5 days I wash it and do the whole thing. So in between those times of when I'm washing my hair and getting through, I always am wearing a little silk bonnet after I like kind of roll my hair up, or I take a silk scrunchie or the heatless silk things and wrap my hair in them, and sleep with the silk bonnet on to keep it not looking crazy, because I'm a crazy sleeper.
That's true.
Yeah. So it keeps it nice and soft and pretty. During the week, I do feel like my grandmother a little bit. She used to wrap her head with toilet paper. So when I do it, I'm like, here I am. I also use dry shampoo on the regular. So that's almost every day after my first initial wash that I'm putting dry shampoo in my hair. Just kind of helps refresh the top. But this is our product of the week. It is the Redken Acidic Color Gloss, and
I can't see it.
you probably can't see it. Yeah, there you go. Look, I'll set it right here in front of Bria. This is great. It helps. It's sulfate free, and that's the most important thing about choosing a shampoo conditioner with extensions. So stay away from clarifying shampoo. It can wreck it. Do not use old. I don't care if you have blonde hair or not. Do not use Olaplex. I made that mistake and trashed a pair of extensions so fast. It was hard to.
Yeah, those get tangled.
They get tangled. They broke. So if you ever had extensions and they were breaking, a lot of the times you either A, had Remy hair and were processing it, or B, you were using a shampoo that wasn't sulfate free and it was breaking it. So that's why we typically go with virgin hair when we're installing hair on people.
Yeah, I order virgin hair unless I can't through my distributor, but I try to get virgin hair for every
because it just lasts longer. It's just a much better
especially
quality.
Blonde, because Remy hair usually is derived from a country like India.
Yeah.
So in general, they have dark hair.
And
so in order, it's processed to get it blonde. So I'm putting processed hair in your head, which if girls
and it breaks. Yeah.
So if I can get virgin blonde, it's a little more expensive, but well worth it. You get your money's worth.
I also use a leave-in heat protectant every day. So last week's product of the week is actually the Redken Quick Blowout. That's actually what I use in my hair. It makes my blow dry time much faster, and it's a heat protectant because I am on day one blow drying and curling my hair. And then throughout the week, if I have to touch up curls, I am curling it again. So I will use a gloss, like this acidic gloss here, in this little pack here. It helps shine your hair, but I also put that in to kind of like take the flyaways away, and it helps with the heat. And then I use an extension brush. So I don't use the extension brush at the bottom of my hair, but up here at the top where the wefts and stuff are, I used to not use an extension brush, and I would end up ripping.
You catch.
You catch and you rip hair out, and so like that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. So I started to use the extension brush. It has, what are those bristles called? Boar hair bristles, and then they have like little longer bristles that come out to kind of get it all smoothed up here at the top.
It's just nice and soft. So when you do hit a bond or a bead,
and it is much
just
nicer.
Kind of flies over it instead of grabbing.
And then I take my regular brush and I always hold my hair like this, so that I'm creating the support between, so I'm not ripping, because your ends do get tangled. So I take my hair like this, and then I take a regular brush through the ends of my hair. And
all this stuff we go over with you too. It's a lot of information.
It is.
So on a consult, we go over everything. When you're install, we go over all the maintenance.
All the maintenance.
Too. So don't think
it's not as, it becomes your like normal. It becomes very easy once you're into it. But you do have to use a sulfate-free shampoo. Like, these are the must when you get extensions. You do have to use sulfate-free shampoo, conditioner. You should always be using a heat protectant. Leave-in conditioner is great just to help get through the tangles, and expect your showers to take longer when you're washing your hair in the shower. So my showers are quick when I don't have a hair washing day.
And I would like to say, Steph has a lot of hair, so her extensions, she requires a lot more than some people. So some people don't need as much. All right, so I'm kind of gonna go into pricing a little bit. And again, consult, we dive deeper, but I just kind of want to give everybody a general idea of what it costs compared to what you're looking for. So pricing is how I price is $6 a gram. So you pay for the hair, however many grams we use, it's $6 for each gram. And then installation and maintenance is by the hour. So however long it takes me, and some of these methods are very quick. Oh, we forgot to mention the kind of your hair now.
Oh, that is
so
right.
new. Okay, but I'll touch on that in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over that. So that way I can install different types of extensions if I want, or do different methods.
Yeah, and so I actually require a hybrid extension method because I have a lot of hair.
So if you're looking for thickness, some people just want thicker hair, and you have fine hair, I can tell you it's in general 50 grams of hairs. So it's $300 for the hair. And then depending on the type that we're installing, it's by the hour for the installation. If you have if you want length to your hair and you have like a medium density of hair, I would say an average of 100 grams, which equals $600. And again, in consult, I will narrow it down really close for you once I can see your hair and we know that what type of installation we're doing. If you have really thick hair, or if you just want thicker hair but your hair's kind of thick already, I would say 150 grams, and that'll give you length as well. If you want super thick hair, and especially if your hair has more of a blunt cut, it's harder to blend, I'm going to say 200 grams of hair. Now we're getting into the pricey extensions. Now we're getting into $1,200 for the hair, and you're getting into a longer install because I have to put more hair throughout your head. So now you're getting up into what you see on TV, like, oh, her extensions cost $2,000. That's a ridiculous installation. I have a lady, she gets 30 some grams. She has fine hair. It gives her length. Her hair costs $100 and some, and it takes me less than an hour to install. So, I mean, it's super cheap. She loves it, and it's not a ridiculous amount of hair in her head. And then we're going to go into toppers. I showed you the toppers before that kind of clip on your head. The clip-in ones range from $350 to $600. There's different sizes that have different hair densities. I usually stick with the thinner. Most people don't need the thicker hair. To me, it looks kind of weird, like you got something sitting on your head. And then there's oh my God, it's hard to say. Meshless and mesh toppers. So it's just a different way that I install hair where I semi-permanently put a topper on your head. So it's I use mesh or a beaded system, and then I actually sew a topper without the clips onto that, That way you can go swimming, you can wear it 24/7, you get in the shower, and then you just come in for maintenance every 6 weeks usually is what it costs, the time frame. And then the ponytails, like I said, they're new. That one right there is big and long and curly. They're about $50. And then clip-ins. Clip-ins are the one that you just install. So funny thing, I have clip-ins in today. So I'm going to take these out while we're talking about clip-ins. So you guys can see my hair is not long at all.
And how natural it actually looked, because you really wouldn't know that they were
and you can mix and match and we do that all the time. In your install, I'll mix and match colors.
You need some help?
I don't know. I started at the bottom. I should have started at the top.
Yeah, okay.
But even on the clip-ins, we can get you different colors. We can get you.
Yeah, so she actually mixed hers today.
Yeah, so there's a dark, and then I have light in here somewhere.
And so that's why we typically charge them for.
Yeah, so these are a lot because my hair's shorter, and I just wanted to show you how ridiculous, clip-ins it can look real and. But clip-ins, I want you to talk about the clip-ins, like how we're different. So we do clip-ins also by the gram.
Yeah,
so you don't just buy the pack unless you want the whole pack.
So a lot of people go online to Amazon and buy clip-ins, which is totally fine. Just know that a lot of times you're probably not getting real hair. The clip-ins are Remy hair from us. I don't believe that they're virgin.
No.
They are the Remy hair.
You can get the virgin.
But they are able to be curled. They are able to be processed. So if you wanted to do a vivid color, we could take a blonde set and make them any color you want. You can pop in some color in your hair. But what makes us a little bit different than buying from Amazon is that we are going to, look at your hair and determine what's the right amount of extensions for you. So we're not going to just sell you a whole pack. We're going to custom create your hair. Look.
And it's sad shorter hair.
Yeah. But we're going to custom create your hair for you. We're going to custom cut it. So a lot of the times you get extensions, you put them in. It does not mesh with your actual haircut. So Bria's going to show you how to put them in, and then she's gonna go through and cut the extensions as they need to be, and then we're gonna show you which panel is what, so that when you put them in, it's super easy and it matches your hair perfectly.
And we can even color, like if I need to tone them or root them. All of our installations are customized to match your hair exactly. Even some of the toppers, I'm getting ready to try a different brand of topper, but like these come in, this looks crazy. I haven't worn my hair with stripes like this since 2007.
Yeah.
But so I'll go in and root them, make them look super natural, cut them to your hair. If we need to tone it to get any yellow out, sometimes.
And she actually gets it to be an exact match. It's amazing. But that, when you buy on Amazon or an online distributor like that, you are getting what they give you, and they're not custom matched to you. Our goal is for you to be able to wear the hair and people question if that's your hair or not.
Yeah, you want to still feel like you, just better.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much. Do you have anything else to talk about for the extension?
I mean, it's a lot. I threw a lot of information at you today, but just know if you're interested in any type of extension, even a clip-in, make a consult with us. They are free. Yep. So you can come in, we can go over any information you need to know.
Our Galentine's event that we are hosting February 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We would love for you guys to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun that day. We are going to have Kelly with the Garden at Creep Hill here to make the cute little terrariums. Everybody gets to take one of those home. You get to pick 2 mini beauty services. So I believe it is LED light therapy, a mini glow facial, a mini scalp massage, mini makeup application, which is like a makeup refresh, and a little a hair refresh. Those are the services that SR Studio is going to be doing, and then we're also going to have branded. That is fine line tattoos. That's an add-on, and we also are going to have Kairos rejuvenation.
Oh, I say beauty. You say
rejuvenation. That's
okay.
what. That's
we'll get it right one day.
One day we are going to get it. But they are going to be with us doing Botox that day. Branded and Kairos, they are add-ons. You have to book them separately. The tickets and you get a light refreshment. It'll be a day of fun. You can bring your girlfriend, your mom, your sister. Anybody you want. We're going to do it in segments, so it's 6 girls doing the plant while 6 girls are getting the mini beauty services. Then they'll switch, then you'll be done. The next set of girls will come in. So we would love to see you. Again, it is going to be on February 14th. It's our Galentine's Day event from 10 to 4. So if you are interested, you can go to our website at srbeautystudio.com. I have a blog post that kind of tells you everything about the event. You can follow us on Facebook so you get reminders, and you can purchase tickets on that link as well. So we would love to see you.
And just to wrap up kind of what we went over today, I know it was a lot of information about extensions, but book a consult. They're free. If you have any questions about extensions, or leave a comment below, we'll try to answer any questions that you have. And just remember, extensions are for confidence. So many of us tear ourselves apart, and our hair is our main accessory. So if you're not confident in your hair, we can make you confident in your hair. And also in the consult, we also go over your lifestyle. I don't think I really touched on that. We don't want to give you something that you don't have time to take care of, or it's going to be a pain. Like me, I'm at a stage in my life, the long hair is pretty. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, so I love it. I love the hair extensions in the fall, winter, and spring. I always take them out in the summer because I'm kayaking, hiking, I'm doing something outside, and I don't want to mess with all that hair. So I take my lifestyle into consideration. Yeah. That's what I'm.
We have basically every type of extension here that you could possibly want. I do pretty much every method that you could possibly want. One more thing I wanted to talk about, the new ones that we have in Steph's hair, they're called a butterfly weft. Okay, so far these are my favorite that I've ever done.
They are very comfortable.
This hair's about the same price. It is the same price. The
like
installation is so much faster. So instead of an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours installation, it took me a half an hour to get her extensions in. And the maintenance is super simple. So don't be afraid of extensions. If you have any interest in them at all, contact us. We'll answer any questions you have. And I think that's it.
I think that's everything. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. We'll see you next week.
Bye.